February 1st. What are you doing? January 1st was last month. Don't New Year's resolutions start on New Year's Day? Well, these were a lot of the thoughts that were going through my head making this video. I always felt God was calling me to make videos on YouTube. There was always such a draw to it. And okay, you see how people get off of YouTube. So I thought, maybe I could try that. The only consistent thing about that with me was that I never started. It was always a thought, today, or even this year, I'm putting my foot down and I'm gonna start being consistent. But it's not just with videos. The number one thing that God was calling me to be consistent with was with Him. 32 years old now. I was basically born on the altar, born and raised in church. That's all I've ever known. And out of all of those years of being a quote unquote Christian, there have only been a handful of seasons in my life where I felt like I was okay, where I felt like I was actually in God's will, or I was actually walking out my faith. And after some recent events in my life, I needed to put my foot down. I'm a husband, I'm a father. And when you take on those roles, you can't be passive anymore. You have to put your foot down and start walking out your faith. So why now? Because there's no specific day. There's no special day to putting your foot down and saying, this is the way I'm gonna walk. This is the way I'm gonna live my life. If you keep waiting for that special day, if you keep waiting for all your ducks to be in a row, if you keep waiting for that one thing to happen, it'll never happen. You'll never get started. And for me, I'm making this video, not just for me, but for you. Because as Christians, we're called to walk like Jesus, to live like Jesus. And he lived it out there. He put himself out there for people. They saw his highs and his lows when he was crucified, right? His lows are always going to be higher than our lows, or heck, his lows are going to be higher than our highs even. But we're called to live like him. And the beautiful thing about being a follower of Jesus is knowing and making sure the world knows that we're not perfect. There is nothing good in us that can bring us into the presence of God. Nothing. Because without Jesus, we'll get burned up. His death and sacrifice on the cross that gave us purpose. And it's only through Jesus. There's nothing I can do to earn that salvation. The world needs to see that there's nothing there's nothing good in us. That it's only through Jesus that we can go before the Father. It's only through Jesus that we can go to heaven when we take our final breath. So take this journey with me. We'll be doing daily shorts, just going through my my boring, monotonous days, but also that you can see that walking with Jesus, it's not complicated. The world needs to see your life. The world needs to see your walk with the Lord. Because if we stay within our bubbles, the world will never get a chance to see how great God is. So if this video found you, follow along, like and subscribe, share this with a friend, and let's walk this journey together. Until next time, be blessed.